How's that any better? So we've got without audio with my old mic, and we're going to go ahead and test. Should I say unbox first and then test? I don't want to destroy the box. I'm not that kind of guy. All right, it's empty. Well, I didn't get the charging case. I went the cheap route, or cheaper. All right, these little pouches are, oh, that's what it was. Okay. So we've got the plug-in for the USB. We got the mic with the little sponge and a clip. Is that going to work? It's going to have to, right? We got two of those microphones, by the way. So it's double, so you can have a guest speaker. Instruction book and all that good stuff that us guys don't read. Should be intuitive, right? I don't know why we need moisture gels, but I guess because it's audio equipment. And we got a little faux leather bag that says Maono. Maono. Sounds very Polynesian. I don't know if it is. That's what it reminds me of. Maono. Interesting. So it's got a special device that you do need to charge it with. You can't charge them with a regular USB-C. So we can mark that down a notch, right? So we're down to 4.9 already. The one thing I'm looking forward to is the ANC and the voice changer. We might have to look at the instructions for that one. So if I press and hold the button, will it come on? It does come on. And it's flashing. So if it works like this one, it should be easy. Let's try. It should be plug and play. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. And I can't hear what this is sounding like. So we're going to have to take it on faith alone. We're going to cycle through. Do we sound any different? Do we sound like a chipmunk? Or do we have bass in our voice? How about now? Anything different? All right, we're playing around here. This is actually a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. It's not so intuitive. I guess that's a good sign, right? That means that there's more quality, more things to figure out. It's like, while I'm talking to you, I've got the app also open on screen and multi-window as a pop-out. All right, here's a quick demo. I wasn't screen recording when I recorded this video, so you're just going to have to give a quick skiz at what you're seeing here. Of course, you've got the audio. You can see it bounce into the sound of my voice, and you've got the microphone gain, which is basically kind of like how, just imagine how yourself standing close to the mic or far from the mic. The lower that the number is, the farther away you're standing from it, and the closer you are, the closer you're standing to it. So you could either blow it out by your voice being too close, or you could be sounding like you're off in the distance. You can sound like you're right in the microphone. See, it's going into the red zone, where you can go down to 1 and barely be heard. So we'll see how that sounds in just a second. And of course, you got noise reduction on or off. You got 4 levels of that: slight, moderate, aggressive, or deep. I'm going to keep it aggressive for the time being because I do have my oxygen concentrator in the background, which you can turn off, and you should be able to hear it now. So turn that back on. Sound coloration, again, I'll leave it to the video to explain because you should be able to hear the difference. I know I did. You've got all that good stuff. You got the phone speaker output. I wouldn't mess with that because when I click to turn it off, it talks about restarting the device. So we don't need to restart anything. And then, of course, you got the 4 different voices.
Yeah, the baby voice, the goddess voice,
The uncle voice. Or original. So you've got basically 3 alternate sounds to your own voice. So by all technicality, it's 4 voices, yours or 3 others. And then you've got the support option. I'm not going to go into that. So back to the video in progress. You got microphone gain. It was automatically at 13. Now it's at 16. Test, test. Let's turn it down to, or here's the number 9. Test, test. Number 6. Test, test, test. Number 3. Test again. Test, test. I'm moving it back up to 12 just for the sheer fact that it was already at 13, and I don't like numbers that add up to 4. Now, noise reduction. So noise reduction is now on. Slight. Test, test. Moderate noise reduction. Test, test. Aggressive noise reduction. Test, test. Deep noise reduction. Test, test. Sound coloration is currently set to voice enhancer mode. We're going to set it to warmth and see what happens. Warmth. Oh, it wasn't even on, so maybe we should go back to voice enhancer. So here is voice enhancer mode under the sound coloration setting. Here is warmth. How do I sound? Do I sound warm and fuzzy? And now we're going for brightness. Are we going for bright and cheery now too? All right, now this is an insult. It says huskiness. I'm already husky. I'm, like Fluffy says, I'm damn. All right, so voice enhancer, we're going to leave that on. Well, no, you know what? Let's turn it off and test the phone speaker output, which is already automatically on. Changing the option of phone speaker output will cause the Maono device to restart. We don't need that, so we'll leave that feature alone for now. So now we're at voice changer mode in the app. So yes, these microphones require an app if you want all of the features. I'm guessing the button here on the side just turns the noise canceling on and off. And I'm assuming it's automatically on, but we'll figure that out in a minute. So it's set at original.
Now it's a baby voice. Do I sound like a baby? How about goddess? Do I sound like a goddess?
And then we got uncle. I've already got a deep voice, but does this make me sound even more uncle-ish? Yeah. Oh, bit my tongue there. Charlie bit my tongue.
All right, that goes down on the very bottom of the page, says help support. That's all we're looking at. So I might go through a quick scroll through separate from this just to pop it up on screen to show you what I'm looking at here. But that's rather interesting. Now I get to listen to this and edit it and see if it sounds like I know what the hell I'm doing. Because this is new for me. This is new for me. Now, the next upgrade I want to get is going to be magnetic. I want one that I can magnetize to my cab. There's two models I like, the small rig and the Hollyland. They've got their Lark M2 and the M2S. I think the M2S is more my speed, but I digress. They currently don't have it available in the shop for affiliate commissions. So I've got to decide on whether or not I want to go affiliate direct through their website or how I want to approach that when that time comes. But first, we need you to go to the link. If you haven't already done so, get you some. But as always, if you can't be a Jedi, be a Beth.